welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happenings in the YouTube Atheist Community. I want to go quickly, lots to get to. Lots of ranting to do anyway. Anyway, first announcement, I'll probably be in stick camp tonight. That's Saturday night, East Coast time, like midnight-ish or something like that. Anyway, for those interested in an argument, I'd like an argument, please. So bring your argument shoes or other argument apparel.
Interesting news. Penn Ch, he has a YouTube account now. Dario turned me on to this, and it's only a couple weeks old, so he's got like 250 subscribers. So I'm sure he'll become a player soon enough. He's kind of an atheist and all that shit, so he should be interesting. His most recent video was on pain or hurt, and he sort of has this theory that pain doesn't really add up to much if we forget we had it, and the pain itself doesn't really matter much. And I just thought that was so bizarre. Sorry, no sale here. I mean, I've had stubbed toes that were pretty fucking significant events in my life. Cramps, even Charlie horse. I mean, you go through the list of big poops. I mean, there's all kinds of things that cause you some, significant discomfort. And it's not my memory of it that's a problem. It's the fact that I had to live through it that was a problem. So that just sounded really ludicrous to me. But anyway, it'd be interesting to see what happens with that, how that channel evolves. The other thing I want to get to is Grey Text and Citizen Worm. Citizen Worm did a good enough video on the whole VP choices and all that kind of stuff. But she said this line, I'm not voting for Obama, although he gave a great speech and all this bullshit. And just sort of irritating, but she didn't say I'm not voting for McCain either. Just say who the fuck you are voting for and explain it each time. I think it's your obligation, because you're just going to confuse people with that kind of rhetoric anyway. And then Grey Text makes a video telling people not to vote, that somehow you're buying into your control if you vote. If you play the system, you're buying into them controlling you. And you're going to have much more control as an individual by not voting. Yes, not playing the system is somehow more empowering. What a pile of shit. His theory goes no fucking place. I mean, people are perfectly satisfied with school boards that are elected by 15% of the voting population, and they have incredible power. That's all that would happen. You just give the power to fewer and fewer people. You just take your voice and throw it in the garbage. And to imply in this whole equation that the two choices aren't critically divergent. They're different varieties of evil, granted, but they are on a scale fundamentally different. Maybe the best choice you have still sucks, but it doesn't triple suck, it doesn't quadruple suck, it doesn't suck times a billion. And that's the fucking choice that got us George fucking Bush, got us into fucking Iraq. I mean, the world would be a different fucking place if George Bush hadn't been elected. So it is just bullshit to tell more people to sit on the sidelines and let fucktards control your destiny. 80-year-old insane people in fucking nursing homes, pulling levers, and those votes will count and yours won't, you dumb fuck. So you better motherfucking vote. Anybody who doesn't fucking vote, let me fucking know so I can fucking block you for being the biggest fucktard on earth. It's just stupid to throw away your power. The way to change the system is through the fucking system. Extort the system. People have to organize. They have to understand how the fucking system works, and they have to actually do some motherfucking work. And it's just bullshit to sit there and you have no right to complain. I just shoot all complainers who don't fucking vote. I mean, it's just bullshit. Oh, what an asshole. So enough of that rant. I might as well get to Fake Sagan. He did a question video, and it's sort of related to this, because he's talking politics a little bit, like, I have to do some campaign work, why don't you just tell us who the fuck you're campaigning for? Because if it's for fucking Ralph Nader or something, you're a fucking imbecile, and you deserve to be fucking, beat with clubs in the goddamn street, too. There's huge choices to be made here. I can't believe Fake Sagan's that stupid. But anyway, he's probably not. I really can't. But I don't know. His best friend on YouTube is Virtual Holocaust, which is impossible to understand. It just no fucking way can I cram that in my goddamn brain. Jesus. And so Virtual Holocaust, he did this idiotic video apologizing to TJ. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought your intro and your new partnership slant to your videos was tacky and insulting to your audience. I'm sorry I implied that or stated that. Why? Because Fake Sagan asked you to say I'm sorry? I mean, god damn, you just said that's how you show being a man? I think he just showed being a sellout. Jesus, ultimate sellout. A sellout criticizing a sellout, uncriticizing a sellout. I mean, the permutations are impossible. It just sounded like such bullshit. I mean, I suck TJL. Okay, I stuck a stick up TJ's ass a little, so now I'll suck your dick, and that'll make the TJ thing better. And what the hell? I mean, I can't even figure out the soap opera being played here. So anyway, the funny thing is like 5% of fake Sagan's questions were about inmendum, which is funny. But we'll see what kind of answers they get. Stupid questions anyway. Most of the questions are just dumbass questions. He only answered like 3 of them so far in one video, so figure you're not going to get the answers to these questions for like 6 months at the rate he's doing videos. Ugh, disgusting. Alright, back to the regular scheduled players. The Amazing Atheist, he did a really good video on the team sport kind of bullshit, team psychology thing, and even applied it to the whole idea of armies and, you know, why do we support our side troops and not the other side troops, because they're basically the same psychology of the troop-est himself. The little troopite has the same psychology, and it's a good point to make. But of course he ruined his fucking video, because in the end he made some comment about America versus the United States. You know, we just become the United States when we lose our principles and blah blah blah. We never had principles, TJ. I mean, it's just idiotic. The Constitution we start off with was imbecilic and simplistic. It wasn't enough. Alright, it wasn't a good enough Constitution. That's why this nation got worse. But it didn't get worse in fundamental ways. We recognized the fucking rights of human beings. We let women vote. We made a lot of fucking changes to this idiotic document. You know, empowering people, not just fucking property owners. The only people you apparently have any respect for. The only people who should have rights in this country, apparently by your standards. So fuck you on that score. And they did a good enough video on the stupid VP choice, McCain's, you know, the Nimrod bullshit woman. I'll just throw in my 2 cents. This fucking idiotic woman had a baby after the age of fucking 40 and had no plan to do have an abortion in case it had Down syndrome. I mean, there's a goddamn, you're just huge risk of Down syndrome when you're having kids after 40 years old. She already had 4 motherfucking kids. All she's demonstrating is they have no fucking self-control. They're not even smart enough to control her own birth rate, and so she's gonna fucking be president of the United States, maybe? I mean, what a pile of shit. That does not qualify you to be president, the fact that you can't even control your own reproduction, you dumb bitch. Ugh, God, what a fucking stupid choice. Which is good news for us. But anyway, the human beings. Good news for human beings. Really bad choice. Alright, Captain Awesome did a good video. You know, I liked it anyway. Women do suck. They're right. So I'm glad he said that. I mean, he didn't say women suck, but he might have. He might have said the women suck. But it is a bitch. I mean, the women are just way too complicated. They want way too much. It's, you know, unless you're going to play your standard role, fuck it. You're not going to make it with women. You got to play the male role. You got to, you know, buy them this and give them that and the ring and the this and about all the charms and the doohickeys and the bullshit. That doesn't mean a motherfucking thing. But yeah, you got to give it all to them or you're not getting any. You're not going to make it in this world. Let's just put it that in the woman's world. So that was a good one. The stupid blackface thing with the magic marker, well, that was really dumb, but I guess that was because you lost some stupid bet. Alright, do I still have time? Yeah, well, I'm racing through these. Alright, Matt and Pyro. These 2 guys are just fucking, they've drank the Kool-Aid and fell in the fucking quicksand of, like, obtuse philosophizing. I mean, life is not as complicated as they're drawing it. All these fucking, you know, all these dead philosophers, we ought to really fucking bury them. Alright? They were thinking from a perspectives where they had preposterously stupid notions of how the world runs. So yeah, okay, it's fine. If you want to read them for nostalgia's sake, okay, fine. But let's not take it too fucking seriously, okay? I'm not saying they didn't have a few brilliant insights, you know, but drag those into here, and let's just quit with the name dropping and quit focusing on and all this kind of crap like there's some kind of brilliant theory here. It's theory in an ignorant context. We know the goddamn motherfucking truth now. We fucking evolved. We know what a DNA molecule is. We know the fucking game. So quit pretending there's some other goddamn truth out there. We were invented by the same forces that invented the maggot. God damn it. Alright, give me a break, man.
He's just, he titled a video something like Trivial Tiffs, that somebody was complaining, and he is trivial. His videos are all fucking trivial. And they made some fucking comment on one of N.D. Clark's videos, good video or something. It's just a retarded video, so fuck him, you know, douchebag. That's my categorization of give me a break, man. His stupid YouTube whining site says, oh yeah, the guy's gonna update it. It's never updated. It's a stupid bullshit fucking website even. Can't even get that fucking right. Get the fucking website right before you keep promoting something that isn't even developed, you jackass. Alright, Kobe did a philosophy video. Came out of nowhere. Boom. Whoa, it's philosophy. But it's mostly psychology. I mean, this is what I do when my brain is upset or disturbed. I, turn myself into a brick, and then I know that bricks don't matter, and so it's okay. But yeah, so if you all add it up, he's basically just going to come back to some kind of subjective, life is absurd kind of philosophy, which doesn't mean anything if you don't figure out the part that, yes, it is absurd. It's fucking laughably imbecilic and stupid, but it's also serious business, which is the complicated part, because there's real things suffering and going through torment and all that crap. There's real old people right now with their, eyeballs falling out of their head in some nursing home right this fucking minute, saying, kill me, and nobody's killing them. Fuck. Alright, GOAT, another goddamn support the troops video. Couldn't even watch it. I said three fucking videos on this subject. It just isn't worth fucking 3 videos. Alright, it's not that complex either. I mean, as the Amazing Atheist says, the troops are troops are troops are troops. Alright, they're assholes, okay? That's it. But they're all equally assholes. Everybody fighting for a cause through violence is an asshole. But you gotta feel sorry for all of them because they're all fucking getting fucked up. It's no good getting fucked up. Alright, Tommy from the Bronx. Haha, I'm out of time, so too bad, Tommy. Nice, I'll do it real quick. I'm going to do an hour-long Tommy from the Bronx show. Fuck that. Did a pet peeve video. Pet peeves are all stupid, especially the goddamn one. Oh, don't criticize me for my associations. Fuck you. I can criticize you for associations. Associations are goddamn important. They define your characters, who you associate with, you dumb ass. All right, and the good news is Jesus Freak and Yoko are having a fight, which is nice to see. Because we have those too, but I'm sure that nobody's going to be sticking tampons in anybody's ears. But we can hope.